David Ranchese here from Wake Up It's Football and with SB Nation, recapping your Week 12 matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Unfortunately, if you're a Packer fan, it was a real rough game to watch as they fell 38-10 in New Jersey. Now, recapping the game, there's really not much to recap besides the first quarter. I mean, you had Ahmad Bradshaw. I don't know if it was a quick dump off or if it was a run, I can't remember, but Ahmad Bradshaw worked his way all the way down the field to the 2-yard line. He was chased down by, I believe it was MD Jennings, tackled at the 2, and then Andre Brown punched it in from 2 yards out. So the Giants drew first blood. They went up 7-0. So you're thinking, all right, let's see the Packers respond. They did respond. You had Aaron Rodgers toss it up to Jordy Nelson on a 61-yard pass for a touchdown. He ran down the sideline, beat Corey Webster to tie the game up at 7-7. But then that's really all the Packers did. It was 7-7. The Giants took off from there. Poor play by the Packers defense. Had Ahmad Bradshaw rushing up the middle, Andre Brown rushing up the middle. All the running backs, even their first-round rookie running back David Wilson, we could not stop the run. I shouldn't say we. I'm going to say the Packers could not stop the run today. It was very embarrassing, to be honest, because they would crack off 8 to 9 yard runs up the middle every time, and it wasn't stopped. It was ridiculous. Another thing that really hurt the Packers today was turnovers. I know it was only 2 turnovers, but they were crucial. They were turned around, and the Giants turned around and scored two touchdowns off those turnovers. One, you had Osi Umenyiora coming off the blind side. He beat Marshall Newhouse, hit Aaron Rodgers, forced a fumble, and then they scored on that drive. And then you had an Aaron Rodgers interception late in the second quarter that was also turned around for a touchdown. I believe it was punched in by Ahmad Bradshaw. He had a big game as well, Ahmad Bradshaw. He had a pretty solid game. Really, something that I don't understand with the Green Bay Packers is when you have a great quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, you have all the weapons he has outside in the receiving corps. You need to resort to what you were doing last year that had you at 15-1. Not let's hand the ball off to Alex Green, let's hand the ball off to James Starks and have them lose 2 yards or have them gain a yard here and there on a great Giants front 4, a great Giants front 7. It's not going to get us anywhere to establish a running game with, I don't want to say mediocre running backs, but running backs that have not really made a name for themselves in this league. They're not, big name running backs. I know Alex Green was drafted in the 3rd round. Starks was a 6th rounder. These guys are not going to get the job done if you want a legitimate running game. So I believe they need to resort back to the 4 receiver sets, even the 5 receiver sets, where Aaron Rodgers throws a quick slant to a guy in the slot like maybe Randall Cobb, or have a deep threat out with Jordy Nelson. The point, what I'm trying to say is, he has options in the pass game, but when we limit ourselves in the run game, or when the Packers limit themselves in the run game, it's really hard to get anywhere when you're not really getting much of a gain out of it. I know they had 4.5 yards per run in this game, but some of that was due to Aaron Rodgers. He had a couple long runs scrambling out of the pocket. It's really hard to watch. It was a very disappointing game for if you're a Packer fan. Again, I think this was one of the worst games I've seen since that other Giants game in the playoffs. Not really much to recap besides, they have to improve defending the run, and they have to switch up what they're doing on offense. I think they have to pass the ball more. I think Aaron Rodgers only had about 11 passes in the first half. You have Aaron Rodgers on your team and you're passing the ball 11 times in one half. Let's be real. You need to pass the ball more. But again, that was a recap for you guys. Tough loss for the Green Bay Packers Nation. Hopefully Packer Nation can bounce back next week against the Vikings. Again, David Ranchese here from Wake Up It's Football and with SB Nation.